Hi all, Hal here with more ARK Survival Evolved. And yeah, so today what we're going to be doing is actually gathering a little bit more thatch, because I do want to be able to craft a bunch of the walls for the base over here on the island, because I am still making the garage slash dino parking area. And so I do need to get a little bit more thatch. I have most of what I need. Actually, this will do it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to head back over here, show you what I've been doing. As you can see, I actually have been playing around with the painting system a little bit. I think I found a color scheme that I kind of like at this point. Done a little bit on the gate here, as you can see. The railings have been painted. And then the doors, obviously, and then the base. So what I'm thinking about doing is on this first level, at least, if not both levels, I'm gonna do the metal patches that you see here, that are normally silver. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint those black and then leave the rivets the natural color here, that natural silverish white. I think that'll be an interesting look. I don't know if I'm going to do the ones on the second tier as well, so I'll probably end up doing one and trying it, see how it works. But, you know, it is what it is, right? So, and as you can see, it is on both sides. So, I did also paint the ceilings, also that red brick color, and then the patchwork that you see on the walls here and on the floor are actually the same red on the roof as well. So, yeah, like I said, I am in the process of finishing the walls here. I do plan on taking this all the way up so that we can enclose the gate itself. And then from where that last wall is positioned, we're going to build a ceiling in. And then from there, we're going to end up joining that level with the lower level over here, where the housing or the living residential area will be. What I'm planning on doing is probably putting in a walkway system above this, so that we can get from one side to the other. So when we come in with the larger dinos, such as the mammoth or the Quetzal, we'll be able to get in and out a little bit easier, because I am planning on having a few of the smaller dinos over here as well at some point, but it'll just be one of those as time and resources allow. Let's check something here. Okay, so we still have food then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick cut. Like I said, I do have a lot of resource here, and what we're going to do, let's start, actually, you know what, let's throw all of this on the quets, and what we'll do is, like I said, I'll do a shortcut, and we'll go ahead and work on some of these walls, building some of the walls, and I'll bring you back when the walls are ready to be placed, okay? I will see you all shortly. And we're back. So, yeah, basically this is what I've been doing here. What we're going to do is add a few more walls here, because I want to take this up to there at least. And yeah, so happy was it Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, everybody! I hope you all had a fantastic weekend and that you got to spend some quality time with the family over the New Year's holiday weekend. I know that for some of us, they were folks who were working or not able to spend time with the family for various reasons. So, unfortunately, that's just the way of the world during this day and age. But hopefully, it was still a pleasant New Year for you. All right, so let's swing this bird's butt around here. And is that high enough for me to get that last one? Yes, okay. Awesome. Alright, so now we're gonna... Oop. That might have been a little too far. Alright, and one of the reasons why I'm making this as large as I am is because I do need it to be big enough for the flyers to land on the roof. So that was one of the considerations for the square footage of this beast of a building. Oh. I hate when they do that. Alright. Let's see here. Is that everything? Yeah. And we'll have to place we're going to have to float a ceiling on there, it looks like, because I don't think we'll be able to get another foundation on that corner. I think it's just deep enough that it doesn't want to work for us. So, a little too far away apparently. Yeah, so we'll swing back around. And yeah, so like I said, hopefully everyone is having a fantastic new year so far. I know it's been an interesting one for me. I definitely did not want to go back to the the 9 to 5 grind outside of YouTube, but hey, you know, we all have to pay our bills, right? Someday my lottery ticket will come, you know. So, alright, so I think that is most of this. And then what I want to do over here is, let's go ahead and just land this beast. Alright. So what I'm thinking on this side is to actually have... Oh, a little bit of rubber banding there. Alright. So what I'm thinking is to do a wall here. Alright, actually I'm going to do windows and some other, like, actually I'm going to do a bunch of windows and some walls on this length so that we can see out, because this is going to be basically the residential area. And we're going to have a few ramps that are going to go up here, I believe. I'm trying to figure out how do we want to do that, because I'm thinking I'm going to put railing in for some of this and then have ramps that go up and over. Oh, yeah, I think if we do a ramp here and have it go up, we should be good at that point. So, I'm going to have to make some ramps and figure out, you know, just exactly how I want to do this. But this is definitely going to be a later portion of the process. It is not something that needs to be figured out immediately. But I am going to have to work on the design a little bit. So, because this is going to go all the way up on this side as well, with that area being a mostly flat region. And I'm thinking what I may do is actually have this go up most of the way and have it all sloped down, so that we'll have a two wall segment high wall on this run here, and then start ramping it up. See if we can get that to work out as a sloped roof fixture. And basically what I'm going to do is build this all the way up and then do ramps, or the slopes, until we figure out where it will flatten off. And then what we'll do on this side, wherever it flattens off, we'll have a parking spot for the smaller birds, with the larger birds being up on the area over the main garage. Alright, so that is the immediate plan, and I think that what I'm going to do now is go gather some resource and keep working on this thing. And when we have a little bit more to show, I'll bring you back. Like I said, I do need to figure out what I'm doing with that corner there, and then building the walls in place. So, where are we at? Oh, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that for now, and yeah, we will be right back. And we're back. So basically what I've done, as you might be able to see on my quick bar there, is I've created 36 more ceilings, because what I'm doing, let's get over here so we can hopefully show you a little bit better. So where we are for height, that is actually about the top of this doorway here. So I'm gonna say let's see how far over we can get this. Alright. Okay. There we go. So what I'm trying to do here, it looks like my gate is off a little bit. And then what we'll have is a series of walls that come across the gate as well, so that we can block this area off. I may end up putting windows or something in up here. Oh, but that is where we're going with this. Let's go ahead and do... So one there? Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and continue this out. Oh, lagging out a little bit. There we go. And so what the reason I can get away with this is because the way the building mechanics work. For the folks who don't know, once you've placed a foundation, it doesn't matter how far up you go from that foundation, or at least I've not found a height that it really matters. It considers this to be supported. So as long as you've got this thing connected to a wall somewhere, you can build pretty much whatever you want. So that is definitely something to keep in mind for the folks at home that are trying to build some of the larger things. That's the dirty little secret in the game for the builders. Alright, so... And as you can see, we get away with a lot that, you know, just because there's a foundation there. Now, if those foundations weren't there, what I would have to do is run supports. And this is the main reason why I ended up using foundations and not doing supports through here. Or using ceilings down below, because you can do it with ceilings as well, but it's a little bit more touchy with how those are handled. So let's go ahead and... Is that big enough for me to land on is the question. Should be. Yeah, it will be. Okay. So we'll make sure that it's large enough for me to land on and still be able to get off and walk here. And obviously I'm going to have to come back and build more ceilings to finish this off. But I did want to at least get a bulk of this done so that you could see what I was working on and how I was basically planning on doing all of this. Because I think I'm going to need another ceiling or two over here. Yes? Yep, there you go. Okay. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that if you misplace something up here and you need to take one of these sections out, there is a possibility for this entire ceiling to collapse, and then you have to rebuild everything. So, you know, be very careful when you're doing this, and make sure you have got it exactly the way you want it, because you only get one real shot at it. At least unless you want to spend... you know, twice the resource rebuilding what you built the first time. Alright. Oh, we actually have a ceiling. And what I will do is I will come back and put a ladder up on here, because like I said, I am going to have walk